obesity, gaming, and eye problems during the lockdown. There isn't a family during the lockdown has not complained about many physical issues happening to the mom, dad, or kids. Yale University have published a very nice article about managing life at home during the COVID-19. There are many issues that can occur during the lockdown. The lockdown affected exercising. There is no going out, gyms are closed. Mental health is affected. A lot of people are getting depressed, anxious. Changes in eating habits, ordering out, have affected financial burdens. Fear about your own health and scare and phobia. Sleep changes had occurred during the lockdown. And of course, feeling lonely and social distancing. This graph reports on the percent of adults who the stress resulted in significant deterioration of their mental health. Close to 50% of people, especially during the latter part of March and April. In this graph, you can see the difference between early March and late March on the negative impact on the mental health due to the lockdown. You can see also women are more affected in 53% compared to men and 37%. And the same happened when they have little children under the age of 18. 57% of women have negative effect on their mental health because of the lockdown. The World Health Organization published a very nice article on the guidance for the public on the mental health and well-being aspects of coronavirus. And they basically reported on so many things that need to be done to avoid more depression, more anxiety. And they ask people, do not be alone, talk to people. Do not let your kids stay alone, talk to them, check on them. But I would like to bring a more common topic that we have not talked about on CYC before, which is the eating disorders during the lockdown. A very nice article came from Europe on the eating disorders and the implications of COVID-19. Another article came from Journal of Eating Disorders, really showing that a lot of families keep snacking, and sometimes they eat so much more than they usually have, and they are worried about going out for shopping again. New York Post published an article on that nearly half of women report weight gain in coronavirus quarantine. In CNN Health, there was a dialogue about how to combat weight gain during the pandemic beyond diet and exercise. In an MD survey came from WebMD, they found that people gained an average 8 pounds during the last 3 months. Actually, it's more than that. According to US readers who calculated the pounds, 15% gained 1 to 3 pounds. 34% said they gained 4 to 6 pounds. 26% said they gained 7 to 9 pounds. 21% gained 10 to 20 pounds. And 4% gained over 21 pounds. And it's really affecting the self-image of people coming out of the lockdown. Now it's being relaxed. People are worried. Can I go to the beach like this? Can I go back to work? My clothes do not fit. Do I have to shop again? So we need to talk about that. So what do we do about eating disorders? The first thing, you must exercise, and you have to exercise at home, and you need to exercise with family. If mom and dad and the kids do some exercises at home, half hour in the morning, half hour in the evening, I assure you, at least from the studies, that will help so much. Not only helps the weight, but actually produces something called endorphins and makes you happier and less stressed or depressed. If you can go outdoors, and it seems more states are relaxing now, go walking, jogging, biking, hiking, do something, but do not just stay at home. Bring exercise videos on your laptop and follow it and see how they do it. Tackle calorie burning chores. In other words, you say, I'm going to clean my car, I'm going to clean the garage, I'm going to paint the room. Do something that you burn calories with, even if you are staying home, mom or dad. Schedule a block time with an alarm that you must do it. When you get the schedule, when the alarm comes out, you have to leave everything and you actually do exercises. So the exercise becomes part of your routine. It's a workout routine related to your normal routine, like taking care of the kids and washing and eating, and you have to do exercise. Put an alarm every hour, that every hour you perform even 5 minutes of exercise, just 5 minutes. It could be push-ups, pull-ups, it could be just any type of exercise. 5 minutes every hour. Studies have shown that controls your weight gain. I'm going to say a few other things that are very easy to be done. Do not buy snacks. No snacks. No chips, no cheesy, no macaroni chips, no whatever. You know that these things are lovely, but you know you can't control yourself and you can't control your kids. Stop snacking. Drink a lot of water, because when you drink water, you eat less. Keep yourself busy. Don't stay in the kitchen. Then you don't work in the kitchen. Don't work near the fridge. Do not buy a lot of carbs. Why are you bringing so many cupcakes and cakes and desserts? And don't do that. Even if you are a very good mom who cooks very well, you know that you are very weak and your husband and kids are very weak. Do not cook these things. Even a few pounds of weight loss, you will feel so good about it. If you even lost 2 pounds in a month, you will feel so good. Not only because you did it, but the endorphins, as I said, will make you feel good. I'm moving to a different topic. Excessive screen use and gaming. It's a topic that I never thought I'll be bringing, but from my readings and from my relationships with a lot of the high school and college, I felt that this is important. The World Health Organization recently published a very important warning that excessive screen use and gaming during COVID-19 is affecting so much in our health. It claims there is worsening of mood, decreased ability to focus, decreased focus in school tasks, less time with the family, ignoring sleep and proper food and personal hygiene and exercise. Unfortunately, with increased time on the screen, there is something called cyberbullying, that your child may be a pry on another person to pry on him, and all of a sudden they are giving him names, or they are harassing him, or they do even more than that. There is, with increased screen use, there is increased sexting. Girls and some boys, they send nude or semi-nude photos to each other. Sex chatting unfortunately become common because people are bored and they start talking about things that in their normal ways they would have never done it. Gambling. There is a very high instance of gambling during the month of March, April, and now May. Physical sicknesses. The World Health Organization is reporting there is increased neck pain, headaches, obesity, and eye changes because of the screen time overuse. These symptoms should never happen to a teenager or a young adult. Why would a person put himself into this? Of course, I understand why, but we still have to do something about it. The World Health Organization recommends a screen time of 1 hour per day for age 2 to 4 years old. Not recommended for less than 2 years old. If less than 2 years old, you don't give him a phone. You don't give her to play in something. Do anything. They can play in a puzzle. They can tear down a book. They can paint a wall, but they don't play on a screen. Beyond 4 years old, you have to plan breaks. I know I cannot tell you stop using the screen, but I can tell you plan breaks. So at least their eyes can relax, their neck relax, their shoulder relax. They can go and exercise. They can go and get some air. They can go and bike. They can go and do some exercises. In addition, these breaks will allow them to do something else. Maybe paint a wall, maybe play music, maybe discuss something with the parents, maybe cook, maybe learn something new, maybe plant in the garden. What do you do about screen time? Number one, please educate your children about the drawbacks of overuse the screen. Educate them about the safety and the dangers. There are people playing Fortnite, and unfortunately other people comes in while they are playing, they start chatting, and unfortunately there are sex chat that can happen that can hurt an innocent child. Please watch out. Whom are they playing with? How long they have been playing? What else is happening during the game? Talk to them that they shouldn't be talking to strangers. Exactly what you tell them in the street, tell them about the screen. The screen is as dangerous for strangers exactly as what happened on the street. Set clear rules about the screen use, meaning there are certain sites you are forbidden to go in. You can put some firewalls for porn sites, for sites that have gambling that you are not allowing any child or teenager to go in. And you can ask your company, whatever you bring the internet from, they can put some firewalls on these things. Activate parental control features on all the laptops. Laptops should not stay in sleep quarters. You should stay in the living room, in the outer yard, but not next to his bed. Why is the router is on after 11, 12 midnight? If you are asleep as a parent, you shut off the router. If you need to let your children finish a project, then you as a mom or a dad stay with them. And you as a kid, you know what I'm trying to tell you. I know that you become vulnerable after 12 midnight. A lot of kids that you don't really care or befriending with are talking to you in a bad way. And all of a sudden you are doing things that you normally would have not done if people are around you or alert or awake. You tell your parents, Mom, I don't need the internet after midnight. There is nothing I can do with. Please, as a parent, offer options for fun. And you as a young man or a young lady, do something else: cooking, reading, board games, arts and crafts, exercising, going out, visiting new countries on Google Earth, learning about new jobs on Google. Maintain regular sleep patterns. I know of many kids that I serve are up until 4 and 5 a.m. because they are still doing games and their neck hurts, their eyes hurt, and so many things. Encourage healthy eating. Do not keep popcorn and cheesy and chips and while you are playing. No, be a good man or a good lady and refuse to have them. You're playing, that's fine. After an hour, exercise. After another hour, you're going to play again, no problem. But do not mix eating and food and screen, and you will find yourself becoming obese, and later on, you will not like your self-image. I want you as a boy to be handsome. I want you as a girl to be always beautiful. In this article that you see in front of you from The Economist, which just came, by the way, it says COVID-19 has driven American gamblers online. BBC News, computer games, more than a lockdown distraction. It's not just a distraction. Gambling is increasing so much. Look at this graph. What kinds of technology will make the biggest impact in sports in the next 12 months? 77% are related to online gambling, media distributions, and things related to online things. 77% are going to increase the online gambling during the next 12 months. In this graph from The Economist, more people are playing video games during self-isolation. Look how much increase between, for example, early 2020 or late 2019 and now April and May 2020. Market increase, and this is Roblox. Roblox have increased multiple times during self-isolation. And I'm concerned because there is a lot of anger, a lot of violence, a lot of chatting, and I can't prevent gambling and I cannot prevent sex chatting. Please, young people, you know your rules. I'm not telling you don't play, but I'm telling you, be careful. Do not play with anyone. Do not allow anyone to chat with you. Certain times you should put it off, especially after certain times where your parents are not around. This graph, it shows you how much the global games market is becoming. Can you imagine $77 billion? Can you imagine? There will be no poverty in the world. No kid will go poor or dying of poverty if the online gaming would give money to all the countries that are poor. So the gambling and online games are being marketed so well nowadays during the lockdown because to them it's a great market. Everybody at home, kids are not going to school, you can't go to a beach, and all of a sudden the gambling elements increased a lot. In this graph, they reviewed the gamers in US, Japan, and Italy who are playing more in the lockdown, and almost 45% said, I'm playing because I'm lonely, but many others have said other reasons. This graph is showing how shooters and battle royale games, especially shooters, have gone dramatically high between January and March 2020. I'm not saying this because I want you to go and play it. I'm saying this because I am worried that you guys, the Christian people, the people who are going to be building the church upon their shoulders, are wasting a lot of good time. The best years of your life, the best hours of your life are being used in a wrong way. And this graph, ages between 21 and 35, so those are not teenage anymore, gamers who regularly eat food and drink while playing. And you can see men and women, almost 90% are eating and drinking while playing. And then we are worried about obesity. What type of food do they eat? Whether North America, Western Europe, or China and Singapore, almost everybody is doing the snacks. And unfortunately, the snacks have the highest calorie and the lowest proteins. One other topic I want to move on, I want to warn my viewers to watch for, is the digital eye strain. It's a new syndrome. I didn't know about it while I was in medical school. Digital eye strain. COVID-19 has brought in something new to medicine. The eyes have been so strained with hours and days of continuous use during a screen. And the screen itself is not the best medium to look at it for 6 and 8 and 12 hours. Scientifically speaking, you blink 66% less when you are using the digital screen. This blinking, when I do this, it lubricates the eye. When you are looking without blinking, you make the eye dry, and then you get into troubles, what we call digital eye strain. You get pain behind the eyes, headaches, dryness, redness of the eye, or what they call bloodshot eyes, blurred vision, difficulty focusing on objects, neck and shoulder pain, and all of this are because you are sitting in a poor posture as well. So eye and gaming. What are the causes of the digital eye strain? The first one, and the most important, poor lighting in the computer or other screen areas. And many of you watch the screen in a dark room. Sometimes you are putting something on top of you because you don't want anyone to know that you are watching the iPad. The glare of the screen from a strong light source to the sides or behind the subject have shown that it can affect the eye very much. Being too close to the screen or too far from the screen, both are causes for the eye strain. Bad posture, whether you are reclining or you are doing this or you're doing this, all these postures can cause shoulder and back issues that affect the eye indirectly. If you have already existing eye problems, whether it's stigmatism, squint, weak eye, lazy eye, it will get worsened by the eye strain. Absence of breaks from the screen. You're going 5-6 hours on the screen. That's horrible for your eyes. That's why I said earlier, if you must, every hour, put a 5 minutes alarm, get out, do something else, breathe the air, do push-ups, do pull-ups, go biking, do a board game, call somebody, but don't stay too long on the screen. There is a recent study blames disturbing rise in teens who need glasses because of excessive screen time. We are coming into a generation I am worried about. After these few months, a lot of our kids are going to need glasses much earlier in their lives. What other health risks due to excessive screen time can happen? One is you are replacing something with something. You are replacing your sleep with a screen. You are replacing your exercise time with screen. You end up feeling weak in your body and very tired and fatigued. You reduce your sleep, or what we call day-night reversal. People are staying up until 5 a.m. in the morning and then sleeping until 2 p.m. in the morning. Headaches, as I said, obesity, as I mentioned before, that happened due to increased screen time. And as I said, unfortunately, the longer the screen time, you will get into sex chatting, bullying, and gambling. What is the treatment? How to reduce digital eye strain? There is something written, I read, called the 20-20-20 rule. The 20-20-20 rule is easy to remember. Basically, in order for your eyes to keep comfortable using the screen, it means every 20 minutes you spend on the screen, you need 20-second break to look at something else 20 feet away from you. So now I'm looking at the screen. After 20 minutes, I need 20 seconds to look something farther for 20 seconds. So 20 minutes, 20 feet, 20 seconds. It relaxes your eye, makes your eye contract and relax, makes your light changes in your eye. Number 2, limit screen time. I can't imagine over 4 hours is acceptable. There must be something else you can do. Mahragan al-Karaza is starting in almost all churches. You can read a book, you can walk, you can bike, you can paint, you can plant, you can talk to your family, you can cook, you can visit friends if it starts to be relaxed. Please do something about it. Number 3, increase lighting in the room. Do not use the screen in a dark room. Go and examine your eyes early when you have symptoms. Finally, the last problem I want to tackle today, what are the sleep disorders during the lockdown? Yale University or Yale Medicine doctors and the National Sleep Foundation have some recommendations regarding good sleep pattern during COVID. Their recommendations are many. Some of them are: get an hour of bright light in the morning. Don't stay in home all the time. If you can't go out, stay in a window, stay in a balcony, stay in the backyard. At least one bright light hour per day. And it has to be best in midday in order for you to regulate your what they call circadian rhythm. Because if your rhythm is always in a dark place, you will not know when to sleep and when to be ready to wake up. Start your day with exercises that releases hormones and signal your body to be awakened. Stick to a bedtime routine and a wake-up time routine every day. I'm not telling you when to sleep, but I'm telling you it's wrong to sleep after midnight. I know when you're supposed to sleep, but 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and you wake up at 2, everything will be messed up. Especially now, almost all schools will finish. I know this will happen. I urge you, please do not do that. Some people, even Yale University, recommend something we do from the Christian view, which is meditate. Take your Bible, read a chapter, and think about it. This meditation, even few minutes, it helps you before bedtime to relax and you sleep. Read a psalm and think about it. Listen to a hymn, listen to a song, listen to some light music even. It's best if you can take minimum of 7 nights sleep at night as a young man or a young lady. If you cannot, take a small nap, although it's not recommended by many, but it can help. I tried through what I said to give you ideas on how to guard against stuff that can ruin your body after the lockdown. It's getting better and we all are coming out of it. I want you to do 7 things and I'll say them fast. Admit your problem and learn which one. Is it the eating? Is it the screen time? Is it the sex chatting? Is it the no exercises? Is it the food? Admit your problem. Do not keep thinking about what happened. You gained 10 pounds. Okay, fine. Don't talk about it again. Just let us think of the future. So number 1, admit. Number 2, do not think of what happened. Do not think that you did something wrong. Number 3, do not always believe yourself that you are a failure. Oh, I'm so too obese, I will never get better. Don't believe, oh, I'm a failure, I will never be back to normal. Oh, I'm so stuck with Fortnite, I can't stop. Do not believe that. Yes, you can stop. Yes, you can lose weight. Yes, you can build your muscles back. Believe you can do it. Admit your weakness. Put your past behind you. Do not believe your failures. And believe you can do it. Yes, you can. You can build your muscles back. You can lose 2 pounds every couple of weeks. You can stop hurting your eyes. You can stop sex chatting. You can stop gambling. Yes, you can do it. Have somebody accountable to you. Your mom, your dad, a friend, a priest, a servant. Tell him, I want you to check on me because I'm hooked up to this game. I'm hooked up to staying at 4 a.m. I'm hooked up eating too much. Check on me, please. Your mom can tell her, Mom, please do not bring desserts anymore. Please do not bring chipsy and this and sour candy and all of that. Do not bring ice cream. Do not be proactive. 6 and 7, 6, be proactive. If you know you are going to make something wrong because you are alone, be with people, be with your brother and sister, move out, stay outside the room. If you know you are going to talk not in a nice way with somebody, don't keep your laptop inside, put it outside. If you know you are gaining weight because of food, don't stay putting the food next to you while you are working or playing on the computer. Finally, pray and ask God to help you because He is so interested in your welfare as much as you are. I hope I covered many of the problems many families are worried about. I hope you do what you can so when we finish this lockdown, we come out of it very successful and very happy. I hope to see you soon. God bless.